shit.
He's so funny because he's dead serious in the video. I mean, I'm sure he's acting.
Dude, that's
but...
how he is in person. He screamed at me for 10 solid minutes because I wasn't going to review his film.
No, I heard that he didn't scream at you. I heard that he came over and he talked to you.
Oh, that's bullshit. Who told you that?
I'll tell you later, but somebody was standing there, and they said they watched it, and they said he didn't scream.
Dude, he was screaming the whole fucking time. He was swearing like a fucking sailor. I was laughing at it, because at first he started talking to me. He didn't march up to me and start screaming. Oh, I see you right for there. Oh, so are you going to review my film? Oh, no, I'm not. Well, why not?
That's a French accent right there.
No, this is how Uwe speaks when you listen to the
Was he wearing a beret?
No.
Oh, oui, oui.
No, that is we. That is now you're talking like the French and the France talking like these. No, but he went off, and he's that Sozo. He is a motherfucker. He said personal things about me, and your boss. He is a son of a bitch. He is spineless, and he is bought by Hollywood, and that's why he will not talk about my fucking movies. And no, he was yelling. I don't care what the fuck somebody said to you. I had this guy poking me in the chest and yelling at me for 10 solid minutes.
I admire his passion. That's the guy.
You're just trying to play devil's advocate.
That's the guy who believes in what he does.
Yeah, what he does is he makes terrible movies.
Filmmaking's all about.
He knows he makes terrible movies. He doesn't give a shit about the quality of the movie, and because he's too busy lining up the money. He would be a great producer. The guy knows how to get money he can wring blood from a stone. The guy is talented. He's not this unintelligent, mass of protoplasm. The guy is smart. He knows what he's doing. He just has far too big an ego about himself and has to be in control of every last detail, even when he is not talented at doing so.
Oh, well, hey.
Which is probably why you're defending.
So let's see now. I'm going to move on to the blogs here, because they brought up some good stuff here.
Oh, I'm certain they did.
And they posted something that I'm looking forward to, but I don't know if it really fits within what they're going to be releasing later. And that is the Batman Gotham Knight DVD that they're going to be releasing, I think, in July. Is it July, maybe June?
Oh, it's before the release. It's before the release of the movie, and it's done up animatrix style. There are 6 short animated films. Mm-hmm. I saw that this is on if you've watched the New Frontier disc, it's one of the special features on that. I saw this months ago. And
it's been floating around.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, no, for those of you, okay, so we all know Batman, the Dark Knight is coming out. So as a companion to that, they have this DVD release of animated shorts. And for those of you who remember the Matrix, before the second Matrix came out, they did the Animatrix.
The Animatrix.
And this is a similar business model here. They're doing the same thing. And it looks cool. And, I mean, it looks absolutely badass. Go to the site, watch the videos, or just look for the videos online somewhere and watch the trailer for it. It looks awesome. They even have a featurette that was going around months ago that really explains a lot about it, and that's as interesting, too. But when I watch this, I think you kind of have to watch this alone, because with what they're doing with Batman, the movies, is that they're trying to place it within a realistic world. And at least that's what I heard. I heard that they were trying to do with the Joker, and that's what they did with the last movie. Now, if you watch this DVD, at least from what you can get from the trailer, it's almost a futuristic Gotham. He's fighting people like Killer Croc, which is a man who's half alligator, half man.
What they did is they took 6 different directors who direct animated and films and anime, and they let them go nuts, and they gave them general, guidelines, and let them make their Batman stories. And in each one, the Batman is very different. The villains are very different.
Yeah,
it's not really a bridge as much as it's hey, isn't Batman awesome?
But
right
that's what they're trying
to
pitch it as. They're saying his road to becoming the Dark Knight is he fought the alligator man, and so I think he's fighting Clayface, and so it's kind of taking you out of that world that they've created in the movies. But if you can just watch it by itself, I mean, I can't wait for this DVD to come out.
Dude, once I saw the trailer for it, I'm like, yeah, I'm sold. I'm going to see this as soon as humanly fucking possible.
Oh, yeah. No, I was looking at this.
I hope to God that is on the list when because Warner Brothers has been very nice to me, and I hope to God that when that comes out, that's on the list, and I can get that early and review it and hopefully get some copies for a contest. So.
Oh, that'd be nice. Can I enter the contest?
No.
I'm going to break it to your house and steal that shit, man. So, what is Warner Brothers sending you sending you.
Yeah. In fact, I was gonna bring that up. There's a movie I watched this weekend that they sent me. I'm writing it up for another site, but it's worth a mention here.
Well, you better send those DVDs out. That Appleseed stuff you got. You better send that shit out, man. I was hanging out with Spicy Donut the other night.
I've been meaning to hook up with Spicy Donuts. I apologize to the 3 people. There was a snafu. They didn't send them to me on time, and then when they came in, I'm in the middle of buying a house right now. We don't talk too much about our personal stuff, but this week I signed on the dotted line and I own a house, and so I've been dealing with all that, and so everything's been in disarray, and that stuff got all set aside on a desk that has been sorely neglected for a few weeks.
By the way, house means double wide trailer for him. He's moving from a single wide.
Yes, says the guy living in the ghetto condo across the street from a high school. He's gonna diss on where I'm living. You haven't seen my house yet?
I ain't nothing ghetto about this, and you act like you're the Beverly Hillbillies. You getting ready to move into a mansion, 3 pools and shit.
No,
are you?
I didn't.
Because if you are, I'm gonna be at your house every day.
No, but the house is pretty pimp. I'm really
nice?
happy with the.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the house.
Oh,
so
cool.
yeah, but so I've been dealing with that, and so I was supposed to do a lot more of these, but something got screwed up, and I'm not getting the contest things that I'm ordering. So I've got to, once I get a second, I need to talk to my contact and say, hey, what's up?
I was sitting down with Spicy Donut, and we were eating. He did that whole thing where it's kind of, I'm joking, kind of the passive aggressive statements. He's saying, man, is Carl going? Is he ripping me off, man? Because I really want my DVD. And then he was kind of like, after he was like, no, I'm just playing, man. But really, is he going to get my DVD?
Spicy, email me and we'll go out for coffee or a beer, and I'll bring it with me because he lives in town.
He wants that DVD.
Well, he can have it as soon as it's just been. I've really been busy with the house. It's the whole thing. So.
He said he's broke. He can't buy shit. He needs anything he can get free. He needs.
It's sitting here. I've got the DVD sitting right here. I haven't even been able to check out my copy. They sent me the special edition copy, and I haven't even been able to watch that yet.
Shit, I had to I had to buy him his food when we were hanging out. He's so broke. I think he hooked up with me just to ask you if he can get his DVD.
Yep. Probably.
I didn't buy his food, by the way. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
he's a real nice guy, man. He just called and he asked me, he's like, hey, let's go get some beers. And I was like, okay, because he does live in the same town we do. Yeah. And we got there. We were having a good time, and then once he got a little sauce in him, started drinking a little bit. He's like, man, where's my fucking DVD, man?
Yeah, no. In fact, it's funny that you mention this because I was watching this movie that I'm about to talk about, and you drunk dial me at 1:30 in the morning, and you're like, hey, man, how you doing? Hey, what's up, Corey? I'm just sitting here with Spicy Donut. He wants to know where the fuck his DVD is. It's sitting right here. I just need to.
I wasn't drunk yet.
No, you were.
I wasn't drunk.
You may not have been hammered, but you were.
No.
Dude, I have known you for how long? I know when you've been drinking, when you haven't.
I'm telling you, I was not drunk. We were sitting there talking, and he brought up your name. And I was like, you know what? I got his number. I should just call him right now since I'm sitting with you, because I'm not going to remember later. And we called just a joker. Man, let me tell you, if I was drunk, I wouldn't have been able to you wouldn't have been able to get me off the phone that easy.
Dude, I'm not saying that you were like hammered.
I wasn't even drunk. I was not drunk.
Okay.
I mean, if I would
have. Okay, fine. You weren't drunk. You didn't sound drunk at all. None of that actually happened.
If I had called you drunk, I even just slightly tipsy, hey, Carlisle, what you doing, man? I love you, you're doing a really good job with all this shit. I just wanted to let you know. We're like brothers, man,
Point is, you call up. I'm in the middle of watching My Boy Jack.
What the fuck is that? My Boy Jack?
Yeah.
What the hell is that? What kind of porno is that shit?
It's not a porno. It's a film put out by the BBC. It's coming out on DVD.
Hell, some fancy shit. Look at you. I was sitting there watching My Boy Jack, and how dare you interrupt me?
And
you didn't have to pick up the phone.
Now, well, no, of course, the phone rings at 1:30 in the morning, and someone's either dead or drunk. So you got to find out what it is. It was not like you called me at 9:30 at night and like, hi, this is Corey Coleman, and I am totally sober at this point. It was 1:30 in the goddamn morning. You had been drinking, and I was watching a movie.
How late do you stay up?
I go to bed at like 7 in the morning.
Exactly. That's why I called.
That's right.
It ain't like I drunk called you. You're like, I'm tired.
You're like, you don't have to answer the phone. When the phone rings at 1:30, something's going on. You answer the fucking phone.
Next time I'll come to your house. Hey, motherfucker.
I don't mind that you called. I'm just, you're acting like, why did you pick up the phone? Because when the phone rings at 1:30 in the morning, you answer it. It's not like it's 4 in the afternoon and it could be, this is the second notice that the warranty on your car has expired.
I just wanted to say hello, man.
Well, that's cool.
I was missing you.
Dude, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just saying. But I was watching My Boy Jack. Now, what is My Boy Jack? Now,
Some
those
gay
of our
porno?
British fans probably already know what it is. No, it's not a porno, dude.
What is it? I'm just goating you to tell
This
me
is
what
a
it is. What is
historical
it?
drama.
Boring.
Yes. It's actually a good historical drama. It's about Rudyard Kipling and his push to go into World War I.
Jungle Book, Rudyard Kipling?
That's right. He sent his son, Jack, off to fight in World War I. And he was a big proponent, big conservative, pro-war. We got to march in and fight the Hun army, fight the Germans now. And I so believe in this that I send my eldest son, Jack, played by Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, Harry Potter.
Exactly. This is where it suddenly gets interesting. It's like, oh, because this is one of those movies where he departs from the Harry Potter role. He's really good in it. And he plays this young 17, 18-year-old boy who goes to war. And in order to impress his dad and to be, to have the kind of stories that his dad has, he, despite the fact that he's got myopia, he's got terrible eyesight, he shouldn't be going to war, they pull a lot of strings and get him into it. And it's about all the stuff that happens.
Unless that son of a bitch flies in the war on a broomstick, I don't want to see that shit.
Well, that's because you don't like good movies.
No,
so,
not that kind. No, that's just a historical
however,
drama
if
with Harry Potter.
If you do enjoy a good historical drama and you do like Daniel Radcliffe and perhaps you would like to see a solid, entertaining film, I definitely give it. I would have given it. I would have given it probably in the matinee range.
Really? So it's a movie. You can rent this.
You'll be able to rent it here very shortly. It comes out either this week or next, and it's very good.
Okay. It's funny you should bring up Daniel Radcliffe because I was going to bring this up. J.K. Rowling is actually kind of pissed off about something. She's suing somebody.
She's back in the news again.
Yeah, she's suing.
Dude, she is so on the road to being George Lucas 2.0.
Man,
oh my God!
Hey, well, it's not because she's out making another book or she's doing another lame movie or anything. She's somebody wants to release a book called The Harry Potter Lexington. Is that what it's called? Yeah, and it's sort of an encyclopedia of Harry Potter facts.
Yes.
And it was okay when it was a website. She was cool with it when it was a website. In fact, she admitted, she's like, "Oh, I'm such a fan of this. I go to this all the time to find out my information." But once it was bought up by a publisher and they want to sell it for $24.95, she says, "Oh hell no! If I ain't getting a cut of this,
all right,
you ain't doing shit with it."
And you know what? George Lucas 2.0. This goes right back to what I was just saying. This has, since 1980, there have been books about Star Wars in various ways, shape, or form that Lucasfilm had nothing to do with because it's a fan writing about, the information that's out there. And it's not that they're not infringing on copyright because they're not using Harry Potter as it is a book about the phenomenon.
Yeah.
And you cannot trademark the phenomenon.
Well, now that was going to be my point. From reading this article about this, I don't know what's going on in this court case. They're going to have it happening in Manhattan in the next week or so. But I don't understand why you wouldn't want to have this released when it helps your cause. It helps your business. It helps your mythology.
Because she doesn't need it. It's not something.
She doesn't need it. No, she doesn't need it. But I don't think that I don't know how much is infringing on her copyright if it's just basic information.
Well, that's where the question.
Other than she just wants some money.
Now, that's the same thing with Lucas. Lucas has there's another whole lawsuit going on right now in that same vein over in Britain, because a California court found for Lucas in a certain case, and now they're trying to enforce.
Now,
that.
Does George Lucas do this shit too? Does he say?
No.
He lets you wait a minute. He lets you do parodies and he lets you release fan films as long as you're not getting paid for it.
Well,
right?
because you can't. The thing is they can't regulate that. Because it falls under parody law, and parody law protects people.
But you can't sell it then, right? I mean,
you can even sell it. The thing is, you can't sell it you cannot sell things under the Star Wars brand name, and there's certain things that you can and can't get away with when you sell.
Well, if you have a picture of a stormtrooper, isn't that the brand name right there?
Well, that's where it becomes. It depends on how you use it. When you use it as an informational thing, that's one thing, because Star Wars isn't nonfiction. Writing nonfiction about a phenomenon and about something that has captured, people's attention.
See, I'm watching the Family Guy Star Wars special, and the only reason why I'm thinking that George Lucas doesn't send stormtroopers over there to blow people away is because he's cool with it.
No, it has nothing to do with that. Whether Lucas may have signed off on it and said, "Hey, that's awesome," But the fact is that falls under parody law. I mean, we could do a whole Star Wars segment, and we could make millions off of it, and yet it would not matter to Lucas. Couldn't do anything if we did it under parody.
But for what they're doing here, the Harry Potter lexicon, the Harry Potter lexicon, they can't do that because it's not a parody. They're actually taking information and organizing it as sort of the Harry Potter Bible.
But they're doing it as non-fiction. They're not doing it as fiction. They're not selling fiction. That's where the question comes, and that's where the court has to step in. But
there's some reason she feels like they stole her words.
The court has now, as long as they don't plagiarize, they're cool. If they steal passages from the book, then they have crossed the line. But when they're, in their own words, putting a nonfiction slant on, hey, here is an encyclopedia that has all the information you'll ever need. So when you're reading through a book, you're reading through the Harry Potter book, and you're like, it mentions so-and-so. Well, who the hell is so-and-so? Turn, and it will list all the basic information you need to know about so-and-so.
My problem with it, and like I said, I'm not clear on it. Like I said, she's such a big proponent of it when it was a website, but the moment they start to sell something, that's when she says they stole my words, and I'm just thinking like, I want my percentage of that $24.95.
No, that's exactly what it is. It's exactly what happened to Lucasfilm right now. They sued a guy and they won in California, and it's I'm torn on it, but there's part of me that's like, come on, dude, fuck off, because Lucasfilm goes too far sometimes. There's a guy. Back in the day, in 1976 and 77, this guy was a prop master who designed the helmets for the Stormtroopers and helped design the Stormtrooper suits. Now, granted, Lucasfilm came up with a concept and said, we want you to build this based upon these sketches, and he designed the Stormtrooper suit. So what happens? This guy, for $2,000 over in Britain, this guy will make you an authentic Stormtrooper outfit made from the original molds that he made for Star Wars.
George Lucas got a problem with that?
Yes, he does, because he doesn't like the fact that this guy is making money off of his Stormtroopers.
Oh, look, you want my advice? Leave these people alone.
Well,
I'm saying leave George Lucas alone and leave J.K. Rowling alone, because you better leave that bitch alone. She's got billions of dollars. She got enough money to hire a real wizard to come over to your house and blow your ass up. I wouldn't fuck with her. I just say, okay.
And I gotta say, this guy was a prop master who created an iconic thing, and he's making money $2,000 a pop. We're not talking about he's raking in millions of dollars that Lucasfilm is getting. He's going, and every time somebody places an order, he recasts a new Stormtrooper suit. And how cool is that? The idea of not just, these Star Wars dorks who love Star Wars, who have complete perfect outfits. When these guys order a Stormtrooper outfit that's not only perfect, but made from the exact same mold that made the ones that he's watching in the movie, that's something special, that's something cool, and it's really awesome that this guy kept the molds and is still able to do
First of all, you don't need no Stormtrooper outfit. What the fuck are you going to do with that?
Wear it to a convention and be able to tell your buddies, dude, this is a,
If you're a grown man wearing a Stormtrooper outfit to a convention, your ass needs to be.
Oh, shut the fuck up,
you don't need. I am looking
around. I am looking around the Spill studio right now. How many Gumbies am I looking? I see 3 Gumbies.
I ain't going to
4 Gumbies, 6 Snoopies.
I'm not at a convention dressed up like Gumby.
A lunchbox with fucking Snoopy.
I'm not at a convention dressed up in that shit.
I don't give a rat's ass, because conventions aren't your thing, motherfucker. Your thing is to sit here with fucking Snoopy. So don't be the guy who dresses up as a fucking Stormtrooper.
Take that shit off. Go to a bar. Meet yourself a woman. Try and get some sex. And live like a grown man. You don't need no goddamn
listen to Corey Coleman Guide to Life.
Exactly. Yeah, listen to me. I'm telling you, I ain't never dressed up in that shit. And my life is grand.
Well, neither have I, but I don't look down on the guys that do. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I've got my own. I sit around and paint motherfucking miniatures and dragons. Who the fuck am I to fucking come down on some?
You ain't going to a convention dressed like a dragon, though.
No, because that's not my thing.
And it shouldn't be your thing. If you were older than 17 and you dressed up in a Stormtrooper outfit, your life is headed towards.
All right, folks. This is. Keep in mind that this is Corey Coleman speaking to you about this. He is the intolerant son of a bitch that has no soul. He's sitting here with his little Snoopies and his little Gumbies, and he's making fun of you.
I have no soul because I'm talking about that dipshit that's dressed up like Chewbacca going to a fucking Star Wars convention.
Dude, that's his thing. He loves Chewie. God bless him for it, man. Why are you going to bust a guy's balls because he likes
Because I'm trying to help him.
Out.
That's why.
Help him. Dude, you know what? One of these days, you're going to go to one of these fucking conventions. You're going to stop joking about us with it. You're going to see the 27 girls who are hot as fucking hell dressed up as gold bikini Leia and realize that that girl is out there looking for some sex in the gold bikini outfit. You know what?
That's different. Girls can get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah,
That's
and
fine.
you know what? A really great Stormtrooper outfit will impress some of these.
And I tell you what, dress up in the gold bikini outfit. If you're a woman dressed up in a Stormtrooper outfit, you fucked up too.
No, because you don't see a lot of women in those.
Exactly.
Because they dress up as
I need to see
Leia
some
and they
skin.
get laid.
That's because they dressed up as Leia. Now, if you want to dress up kind of like Han Solo, maybe, get yourself some clothes and that cool vest. If you want to dress up like Lando Calrissian,
All right. Now, let me
I'll
ask
meet
you
you halfway on that.
Well, let me Colt 45 aside. Let me see. I caught you drinking. That was awesome. No, all that aside, have you seen some of these guys that are big Star Wars dorks? You remember Star Wars Dave?
Yeah.
Don't you think his looks could be improved by wearing a Stormtrooper outfit?
Man, don't bring me into this because I'm not. Star Wars Dave's a friend of mine. That guy's a talented musician. I'm not going to say anything about him.
And he would look great in a Stormtrooper outfit. That's all I'm saying. He's a very nice guy who looked. I love that guy, but that guy is the epitome of the Star Wars dork. It's like before Return of the Sith came out, he's like, "Oh yes, I've listened to the Return of the Sith audiobook 6 times. The 24-hour audiobook he had listened to 6 times already."
But I'm kind of half joking. I really don't care if people dress up. I do find it kind of weird if you're a grown man. Yeah, I do. But I'm not talking bad about people that do it. Go do your thing. I don't think you're going to get some ass behind it, but if it does it for you, then by all means.
All I'm saying is this guy makes some really cool fucking outfits for $2,000 a pop. This guy clearly isn't selling, thousands of these off the rack. He's not making big money. He's making a living casting these things.
George Lucas told him, don't fuck with it, don't do it. That's all. George Lucas is, he
says the guy owned by the man.
Exactly. I know the lesson. You don't fuck with the man. I've tried to fight it. You can't.
Yes,
George,
you can.
George Lucas could have that man killed and never find his ass.
I'm going to bend over and grease up for the man. Please saddle your big, large corporate cock into my ass.
I'm alive. George Lucas would have that man murdered. He could send Greedo to his house, have his ass shot, and they never see his ass again.
Greedo's dead, dude.
They send Greedo's cousin
He
there.
shot second. And he died.
They'll send anybody over there. Like I said, they'll send a homeless man that looks like Chewbacca over to his house. Have his ass murdered. You never see him again. Don't fuck with these people with billions of dollars. Just leave it alone.
All right, it's about time we move on to email. You have email for us?
I do have email.
Let's get email.
All right. First of all, I want to thank all the people from last week who thanked me for recommending Rec. I'm glad everyone got to see it, and that Rec is REC, the Spanish horror film that I told everybody to watch. Oh, here you go again. Here we go. Well, watching a bootleg on your computers. How dare you? A pox upon you all. No, go ahead, man.
No, what do I say? You're thanking everybody for illegally downloading a film. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, now we know it's not that black and white. It's not.
It is that.
No,
black
it's not
and
that
white.
black
yes,
and white.
It is. No, it's not that black and white when you want to defend it, and because
no, and I will defend it.
It is so that
because in this
you will,
particular
you're a cheap bastard.
No, because cheap bastard. Nobody can find the fucking DVD to
Dude, there
buy.
are imports of this. You can import it.
No, you can't find this anywhere, man, and you can't find it with English subtitles on it. And furthermore, people want to watch the movie to promote it. And I guarantee half these people go out and watch this movie.
That's not why they want to watch it to promote it. They watch it because you promoted it, and now they're illegally downloading it. It's one thing to do that. It's another thing to thank everybody for going out and illegally downloading it.
Everybody watches. They're saying that this is a great movie. They want to know.
From everything that
they
I've
want
heard,
to know
it's
how
a great movie, and it's going to come out here.
Not everybody has a region-free DVD player. Not everybody knows how to do that.
It comes out this October, dude.
And so what? People want to see it now.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not. Hey, you want to know what? I'm not going to sit here in the middle of fucking April and wait till October to watch a movie that I know is online I can watch. It's sitting out there. And especially if I can't promote it as a good film. I'm not watching this because it's cheap. And you know something? I will go watch this at the theater when it comes out. And a lot of people have said that. And a lot of people want to buy this fucking DVD because it's so good. I mean, it's not like people are saying, I want something for cheap and free.
Yeah, that's exactly what people are saying.
No, that's not.
Piracy.
Look,
yes.
so it's with piracy, it's not that black and white, man.
Yes,
no, it's not.
I want something for cheap or free.
No,
and
look,
if it just happens to be that one that's really good, I'll go out and pay for it.
You
but
have this
otherwise,
hard line, black and white, hard moral line about piracy, and it's never that simple. Is it stealing? I think it is. And what I think we're on the edge of is that we're on the edge of finding a new business model for movies, and people better wake up and find out what it's about. Because instead of trying to fight the people that download stuff,
the problem is that they're working on this model. And they've got the model ready to go, but the problem is they can't beat piracy. And because everybody has gotten so ingrained that piracy is okay, that these studios have held back on technology that is there. We could be paying to download our movies now.
And like I told you, I'm not going to look at a family in the face who only has the choice of watching one movie because they have 2 or 3 kids they're going to take to the theater. But you can afford to go. But you can sit up there and say, wow, you want to. But if it costs fucking $60 to take 2 kids and an adult to go see a movie with snacks and food,
no, bullshit.
Look. Okay, let's go through the math. Let's go through the math.
Let's go through the math.
It could be potentially, and I tell you what, it's going to at least be 50. Because a movie in New York, as I said.
No, listen. First of all, New York is the single most expensive place in the country to do anything. It costs $7 for a fucking Whopper in New York. It is not the place.
It does not cost $7 for a Whopper in New York.
About this, you're like, it costs $11 in New York. New York City costs $2,200 for an 800-foot apartment.
Florida costs about the same. No. LA costs about the same. And if you go, let's go
in the most expensive places to live in America, and it costs $11.
Let's take the most expensive places in America where people don't have the money to go. Yeah, let's take the most expensive, $11.50 to go. Okay, you take a family of 3 to a movie, $11.50. Okay, that's at least $44 without the 50 cents added on there.
Wait, who taught you math? A family of 3
I'm sorry,
with $11? That's $33.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, you're right. That's $33.
That's if you go at the prime time hours. Yes, New York doesn't.
They don't have matinees.
They do in L.A. It's You keep bringing up New York because New York is the example that you can use to try to say that it's expensive. You live in Austin. Austin has matinees that'll cost you $4 to $5.50 depending on which time you decide to go.
And even at $33, man, who has enough money? A family that's not making that much money.
A family that goes to an early matinee film on can get in and get 4 people in for what, $21, $22.
You can't afford to go see a movie as much as you want to. I mean,
sure you can. It costs more to fill up a tank on a Suburban than it does to take a family of 4 to a movie.
When we watch movies for free, it's easy for us to say that. We see every fucking movie out there for free.
Dude,
people
even if
out there
didn't, back before we were, seeing every movie for free, I was paying to see every movie.
Yeah, that's you, man. You don't have any kids.
Dude,
you don't have a family.
Our audience is not 40-year-olds with a mortgage and, 3 kids. Our audiences are 17-year-old kids who are downloading the movie for free and telling you thank you for telling them that it was online.
And those 17-year-old kids don't have the kind of income that we have either. So how many?
Dude, it's horseshit. How much does a rental cost? How much does a rental cost to rent a fucking movie and show it to a family of 20? It costs $4. You have to wait for it. Oh, but I don't want to wait, so I'll download it for free. Fuck you. You want to see it for free.
Yeah, they want to see it for free.
Yes, that is the argument. The argument is I want to fucking see it for free. I don't want to have to pay because I don't want to pay for what someone else has done.
Because
and you act like I'm on some kind of moral high horse because I want to fucking pay somebody for the work they fucking did.
Because you want to look down on a person that can always afford to see as many movies as you do.
I don't even give you guys a hard time. It just pisses me off.
You want to look down on people.
Pat people on the back
for
watching a movie for free.
There's people in another country who
can't.
There's people in another country who don't even have the choice of waiting for that movie to come out.
Those aren't the people I'm talking about.
What are you talking about? You just want to sit up here and talk down to people. You're trying to come up and find any reason for. Be Joe Morrow. Be like me. Don't rent it at all because it's a hard line, black and white. If you steal, you steal. You're guilty, you're guilty. No, fuck you, man.
I'm not going to
tell somebody.
You to pay for your entertainment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you can't afford to see it. Oh, next door.
There we go.
I knew it was going to happen.
And that's our show for this week, folks.
Yeah, I guess I want to read emails so bad, but I guess it is midnight, so yeah. It is so funny too because I knew that they were going to knock at that point. Oh well,
I totally forgot. I didn't realize it was so late now. Well, I guess that's our show for this week.
Yeah, because in order to continue it, we have to set this whole thing up again and everything. Yeah, no, let's. Yeah, I guess we have to cut this off.
Oh, it's been almost an hour.
It's an hour anyway. Yeah, you're right.
You may not even be recording now.
No, it's still recording.
Okay, well then let's use it while we've got it. So
okay, I'll read this real quick. All right.
you can hear how quiet we got all of
I know
a sudden.
it's like we're kids who've been punished. Yeah, we had a slumber party. My mom says we gotta be quiet.
We would have been fine if you didn't have to call me a moral bastard.
I didn't say bastard.
You intimated it. You called me an asshole.
You call me an asshole too.
You are an asshole, though.
So, yeah,
I'm not an
exactly.
asshole. You're the asshole.
What am I supposed to
You're
say?
a fucking cock-chugging master.
Look, we're the kids who are like still trying to argue and don't have to talk. You fuck you, man.
Oh, I feel 12 all over again.
Don't make me laugh.
All right, read the fucking email.
All right, let's see. All right, I won't read the rec one because everybody said thank you, watched it. Everybody thought it was good,
Yes,
regardless. Okay, so
everything I hear about this film is that it's excellent. I'm just waiting to get a legitimate copy, even if it's an import.
Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, let's see. This one is from Brad Holt, and this is a point that I want to make about people who ask, "How can I sell my script?" Because I mean, you can tell this is a kid. And they think you can just submit a script to Hollywood and it'll be accepted. They say, "Hey, Corey, I don't know if you know anything about the business in Hollywood, but I've been working on a screenplay for a movie. I got it done, but right now I'm fixing all the mistakes. Let me see, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I don't know if you know anything about the business, but if you do, how can I get my screenplay made into an actual Hollywood movie? Like, what would I need to do? Do you know? That's okay if you don't. I just thought I would ask. Because I really want to work in the movie business. Thanks. Brad.
Dude, you should have read this like earlier in the episode because this is a long conversation.
This is a loaded question, but all I can say is the way the business works is you do not just turn in a script and people make your script into a movie. It's a long process.
No, there's so much to really say. What you need to do is you need to start looking at where to submit your script, and you need to try to first get yourself an agent.
Yeah,
to
I was going to say, if you don't have an agent, they don't even listen to you.
Yeah, no, you really can't. It's so hard to get your foot in the door.
God damn, everything keeps screwing up. Now the computer stopped. But anyway, Brad, as Carlisle said, go and do the research. And also research how many people in Hollywood that you think probably made it overnight, how many loops they had to go through.
Well, very few people actually make it overnight. There's like such a handful, and they usually end up being examples of how not to get into the industry.
Yeah.
You look at Troy Duffy, and you know he was one of those overnight
Troy
successes.
Duffy, who?
Yeah, the guy who did Boondock Saints. He submitted that one script, and he had one script, and the Weinstein brothers bought it and offered him the chance to direct it, and bought him the bar where he was working, and he was the big new success story, and then it turned into a whole clusterfuck. But point is. Do the research, look it up. There's so many great websites online that'll tell you all the information you need to know. You are fighting an uphill battle, my man, and there is not just an easy way in.
Yeah, and if I could say something here,
which
Brad,
you can't.
No, please, may I? Please, before you start screaming at me. Brad, a lot of the people that made it are the people that did it for the passion. They didn't do it by writing one script and thinking, "Oh, this is going to be my ticket. How can I get this one script made?" The world is full of people who have this one idea and thinking they can get by on it.
Now,
Quentin Tarantino had written tons of scripts.
Now
before
you say that, but everybody starts out with their first script that way.
Yeah,
and that's how we all feel.
But I'm saying, if you write one script, continue to write.
Yes.
Don't give up. I mean, because chances are you probably won't make it by that one script. But if you love writing scripts, if you love doing anything, just be productive. That's all. And I agree with you totally. Do your research. Damn, we gotta get out of here, man. I feel like my mom's gonna come here in a minute. You guys are still up. Go to bed.
Yeah, we are still up.
All right. Thank you tonight.
Thanks for listening to a couple of cold ones with Corey and Carlisle.
A very quiet couple of cold ones.
Well, very quiet now.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I'm sure there's people sitting at work who, once we started screaming, had to kind of turn down the volume on their headphones. No, I'm not listening to something at work. I don't know what you're talking about. So good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. See you.